Nostalgia. It always happens in December, right before we enter the new year. Now, it might be the middle-aged dad in me talking, but that nostalgia is a hell of a drug. As we get ready to crack open the bubbly and also the liquid IV, we're going to celebrate the best of 2025 on this episode of Three Dimensional Dads.
Balancing fatherhood and fandom.
I'm Jay.
I'm Derrick.
And I'm Ian.
And we're the Three Dimensional Dads. And it's the most wonderful time for a beer. Wait, that's not how it goes, does it? Does it go? No. No, it's the end of the year. It is the end of the year. It is cold outside. Everyone's credit card is maxed out. And we are back again to give you our best of episode, which this happens to be the year 2025. So just right off the bat, my thought about 2025, it had a bunch of good things. It did. But were they great? I mean, like
some of our franchises, we love Star Wars, Marvel, DC. They all kind of headed in different directions or lost their way.
I don't know.
I've been watching all of the MCU with my daughters. We started back on like Hulk and Iron Man, and then we just got to Avengers. So we're starting so I could show them all the movies.
Jeez.
And those movies were great. Where the MCU is now, it just reminds me of like, wow, we've had a whole bunch of movies all over the place. Who knows where they're headed? That was just such an awesome.
It was an embarrassment of riches. I think I said a lot during that time.
Oh,
Yes, you have.
Yes. Well, that's like one of my favorite phrases. Some were good, some were not. You know, it's one of those things. Like every year, some were good, some were not. But I think this year specifically, we had a very, very mixed bag of things, and it really ran the gambit. It did. I was surprised at the stuff that was really bad, and I was surprised that the stuff was really good. Like my expectations were all kind of like flip-flopped. It was a weird year. That's that. I mean,
Well, that's an understatement.
yeah. Oh, let's not go there. This isn't that type of podcast. May I start, gentlemen?
Dive in.
Okay.
Go for it.
So the way we're going to do this, everyone, is we're going to do just our big three: best movie, best game, best TV show, and some runner-ups. And we're going to go right down the line and comment on each other's things, and kind of like, because we all basically saw the same stuff, but we all took different favorites and stuff like that from us. So my big favorite movie, now this might be a little bit of a curveball, okay? So you might be expecting me to say Fantastic Four or Superman or something like that, the big ones. I think my favorite movie this year, not the one that was the best, like the biggest or whatever, I love the Thunderbolts. Looking at, my childhood and soul searching, Thunderbolt. I mean, the new Avengers. I mean, the Thunderbolts. I mean, the new Avengers. I don't know what to call it. Like they did this whole thing with the asterisk, and all of a sudden, it's new Avengers. First off, I love a reclamation story. Yelena, like Florence Pugh, she's the GOAT. Like I love her. Like she could talk into a flip flop about the Gettysburg Address, and I would sit there intently and listen. Like she is amazing, and the other performances too. Bucky, right? Like Bucky, we didn't get a lot at the beginning. Then all of a sudden, he's the Winter Soldier, and then all this backstory comes in. But I think seeing Bucky in this film really kind of cemented his place going forward. I think it's great. And David Harbour's he's amazing too.
He's always fun.
He's always fun.
Always fun.
I mean, we saw that movie and we came out of it and we were like, okay.
It was heavier than I expected.
It was heavier.
Yeah.
A lot of dad stuff in there.
There was, but I liked it. I felt like there was at least emotionally rich.
Yeah.
Where we've had a lot of hollow stories that just don't land So that was kind of fun.
And that's why, like I said, it surprised me. Like, because I didn't expect that. Right.
And it's definitely a Marvel property that actually was going in a direction.
Yeah.
And kind of leading you to like, something's going to happen for once.
Especially the setup of like the new Avengers versus the Avengers with a Z kind of thing. I did like that it actually pointed to something, because we kept saying for the last 2 years, where's this thing going? Like they have so much stuff that
they keep introducing characters.
Yeah.
It's like there's Moon Knight, there's Hawkeye, there's all these different characters that keep throwing at us, and then we never see them again.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to see him.
Allegedly, we're going to see a lot of them in Doomsday.
Right? Where's Shang-Chi? How's he doing?
Yeah.
So I liked that at least this one we checked in with with a bunch of them, with Thunderbolts. So that was nice.
Yes.
Now, something that came out of left field that I didn't even see coming that I liked was this game called Arc Raiders. My favorite game of 2025, Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, so I saw it like on an ad and I was like, oh, okay, let me check it out. I watched some YouTube videos. I'm like, oh, this has got to be a PC game. No, it's Xbox, PS5, and PC. And I was amazed. I had heard nothing about it because I'm not into the gaming thing as much as I used to be, but it's amazing. I expected GTA 6 to come out this year. I'm still a little sauced about it, right?
Yeah, me too.
But this game, Arc Raiders, like the AI is crazy, and it's all drones and robots. Like on the PvE side, and on the PvP side, you're actually against people there. It's basically what the Division was supposed to be.
Well, why don't you explain what those terms are for the audience that might not be as savvy?
You think that? Okay, there might be some people. So
if you're listening to this podcast, you know what a PvE means.
Okay, so let me go into definitions. PvE is basically the computer and the AI, and then PvP is other players. So during this game, you are fighting both PvE, like AI enemies, and PvP, which are people in your server. Now, the cool thing about Arc Raiders is that in some servers, like people actually help each other out, and like you can actually talk to people and like coordinate, like if you're fighting like a big robot. But in other ones, they're just people that will like pwn you and just
you're fighting
the
robots
because you're collecting like rubber gaskets and wires and stuff like that to make like bigger and better stuff.
Yeah, so there's a scavenger story to it too, right?
Yeah, basically. You're all living underground and you have to go up. I loved it. That was me. I thought it was cool. The graphics are amazing. And it's what the Division should have been. I love the Division. That game.
I love Division,
Yeah, I think it was fabulous. And finally, I really had a hard time with TV show because I think this year was better TV than it was movies. But I have to say The Pit. I love it. Won a bunch of Emmys. Noah Wyle, like, yeah, I know Dr. Carter from ER, but like the doctor he plays here, like he had so many levels and like all the characters got development. It's about a hospital in Pittsburgh and it's like one day, one shift, 15 hours. Spoilers. Okay. Obviously there's going to be a climax to it. There's a mass shooting at a festival. And unfortunately, we have to deal with that in real life too. But like seeing how this emergency room turns into this level 1 trauma center where they're bringing all these gunshot victims in, and it's medically the most realistic show you've ever seen. And that's not me talking. That's like the medical community saying, oh my God, this is, for the most part, this is my day in, day out. So I thought it was cool. So, I was lost in it. I hadn't been like hanging on for a next episode since The Walking Dead. So those are my big 3. I don't know if you guys, saw The Pit, but if you haven't, season 2 is coming out soon. You should see it.
Yeah, I'm never was a huge medical drama fan, like a Grey's Anatomy person, but I've heard really good things about The Pit. But that's just never a genre that I've gotten like super into. But yeah, I have heard good things. And like you said, there was a lot of television. There was a ton of television.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm usually the one that will do like the oddball or the off-mark kind of, movie or television show. I usually like the fantastical kind of like weird space drama type of thing. But,
that's true.
I think for movie, what really took it home for me this year, and I got to give James Gunn his due, Superman was just, it blew me out of the water. It really just from... the beginning of the end was just top down, an amazing movie and an amazing restart for the DC universe. There are a lot of good flicks that we saw this year. I mean, I thought that Predator Badlands was pretty amazing. Surprise. Elio too, on the family end of things, right? I really enjoyed that. I thought Pixar knocked it out of the park. It had really a lot of like old space nostalgia for me, and I really enjoyed that tremendously. But I gotta say, like, Superman just cleared it out of the water for me. I mean, just the character building and how they brought in DC characters. The supporting cast was just as good as the Man of Steel, right? I just really liked it. I just thoroughly enjoyed it, especially when we get to it. I mean, I brought my son to it. It was actually kind of his first big superhero movie in the theater. He loved it. I've known people that don't really like, superhero movies or comic movies. They saw this version of Superman. They're like, it was amazing.
Yeah,
it was totally amazing.
Totally nailed it.
I watched it a bunch. I feel like that's my mark. Like Fantastic Four came out.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters with you guys, and it's on Disney Plus right now. I have not rewatched it.
Yeah.
I started, and I just was not feeling it.
Yep.
Where Superman, I've watched a bunch now.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so many cool fight scenes and the music and the sequences, and Crypto's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely landed.
Yeah, and people were like, "How's this dog gonna work?" Right, and you're just like, "Oh, he's an amazing character in the movie."
Plays a vital role too. Like
right,
plays
yeah.
a vital role to the film.
I'm also not a big gamer of the group, but recently I off of a whim, and I have an Xbox, Game Pass, and I don't really play a lot of games. I went to my barber and he's like, "Are you a big gamer?" I'm like, "No, not really." He's like, "Oh man, I've been playing this game, Hollow Knight Silksong. It's like amazing." I was just like, "Okay, well, like what it's about." And he described it, and I had seen it actually nominated for one of the best video games of the year. And it is an indie game. It is amazing. It's this beautiful world that's constructed. It's based off of the first game called Hollow Knight. It reminds me of a combination of Metroid, Ghosts and Goblins. It is just a 2D side scroller, really, where you do timed jumps like old-fashioned 2D bosses. You collect things, you have maps. It's in-depth. It's easy to pick up and put down. It doesn't require a lot of, I guess, just complicated mechanics, and it's just fun. And I really dug it. It's also beautiful. Like imagine taking Metroid or even something like Mega Man, but making it almost photorealistic in the world, right? Like
awesome.
you take it from too pixelated to cartoon It was just awesome. And the environments breathe, and they you could interact with the way they interact with things. It has all those elements of a great side scroller game, so highly recommend it. And it's also free if you have a lot of subscriptions, because it's an independent game. You could get it on any platform, and it's also inexpensive. I think if you want to buy it, it's under $20, and it's definitely worth the money. So highly recommend that from a gamer that doesn't game all that much.
I mean, haven't played it, but it sounds like a throwback to a gentler time.
Yeah. Fun characters. You're like this insect that you spin silk, and you have a needle that you're by bashing your enemies with. You collect rosaries. You go on this pilgrimage. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty fun. Pretty complex. There's a little bit of goth indiness influence to it. Cool. I kind of really enjoyed it.
Give it up for the indie studios.
Yeah, totally. Not a big dominated not talking about Call of Duty or anything else like that, right? So it's totally different. TV show. Now this was really hard. Because I thought there were a lot of really good mini series this year, right? I thought that, Predator Killer of Killers was really good. I think Shogun was this year. Marvel Zombies was really great.
Oh, yeah. Fun.
Reacher season 3 also was, really awesome too. But and also there was a lot of great trash TV too. If you ever did, Secret Life of Mormon Wives was just there were tons of different versions of Love of the Blind.
I've heard that all over the.
Oh my God. It's just if you love trash TV, something you want to watch with your spouse, it's just a different level. But I have to go back to the geek roots. It was the second season of Andor.
Oh
and I thought Tony Gilroy just blew it out of the water. I don't ever think I've seen just such creative writing before, that he's just brought this breath of fresh air and a new audience into Star Wars. I think that just the stories that he told about how the rebellion came to be and walked up to the moment of when Andor is stepping onto that ship to go fly his mission, I just thought was a mastery of writing. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the world building. The Gorman Massacre, I don't think I will ever forget that episode. I will re-watch that again and again. Just the amount of drama that he brought to, and how savage the Empire could be. I just thoroughly enjoyed it.
The thing about Andor is that you can take out all the space stuff.
Yes.
And it pops into our world,
yes.
Right? It can pop into any one of these developing nations that's being taken over by a despot or an authoritarian. But it works. It works with the pre-established imperial, thing that we know. I thought it was great. That was like, I was like, oh, can I pick that? No, and I'm like, the pit for me was better, but I love the fact that it really like it played out in phases, like, and those phases built up and up and up, and there was that rising drama. And a lot of shows, it's hard to land that.
Yeah.
This one, I mean, yeah, definitely they nailed it.
I almost wish they just stretched it out like to one more season where they didn't like rush all the way up and put some more details into it. But they're a contractor for what they're a contractor for, right? So
This is true.
And the supporting cast.
I was gonna say it's called Andor, but I feel like the whole cast was so great,
so good. All right, Ian.
Bring it home.
All right. So since Superman was already taken, we had these other movies. I'm going with Jurassic World Rebirth. So, and we should preface this too by saying we have not seen Avatar: Fire and Ash yet. We're recording this before. I've heard very good buzz about it. I've heard 9 out of 10s. I've heard very, very high praise for it.
Nice.
My honorable mentions this year. I thought Sinners was great. I love vampire stories.
Haven't seen it yet. I really have.
Oh, it's so good. I love Sinners. Sinners is great. I almost went with my number one pick being Sinners.
Ooh.
Then One Battle After Another.
I've heard
Leonardo DiCaprio, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. Awesome. Really, Sean Penn is going to get the Oscar for it. So
really? Okay.
Yeah. So you should see it.
So Ian has just spoiled the Oscars for us. Thank you.
Right. There you go. Predator Badlands 2. I thought, it makes me a little sad that we're not getting awesome movies from Star Wars or from some of these others. Like, man, Predator Badlands showed us.
I know.
Here's what you do with the franchise.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
This is what the fans want.
Yeah.
Awesome story.
It was
very
amazing.
creative and spun.
Very creative.
Yeah. But I thought, talk about franchises, that if you told me Jurassic World 5 or 6 or whichever one we're on, I thought this one was such a course correction. And I was totally not feeling the past 2 movies that were, the Dominion, or, they brought back Sam Neill. And I thought those with the clones and the dinosaurs that escaped. I love this movie, Jurassic World Rebirth, where they're on an island again. And it's the dinosaurs that are on the island and they have to escape them. And I thought it was just so well done.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson, the actors in this are just like higher caliber. Mahershala Ali and Ben Bailey, and just awesome. I thought it was a great time.
Yeah, it was
really exciting. I know you're not going to touch the 1994.
No.
I also I got a resonance chamber velociraptor above me. I'm pretty deep cuts on.
The thing about Jurassic Park, right, is that first movie, like Apex, right?
Oh,
Apex.
You can't.
And then it slow steps down, and I don't think they ever really reach to that heights again. Because you can't. But
right.
From what I understand,
perfect time, the perfect marriage of everything. John Williams.
Yeah.
I mean, just ILM doing the special effects and practical dinosaurs too. I think made such a big deal.
Of course.
Yeah, and the nostalgia. Come on, Jurassic
and the chest hair of Jeff Goldblum really kind of brought it home.
Yeah. All right. So for my top game, I picked Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And I've had some surprise ones where, I didn't think that, Arc Raiders, I didn't think was going to be awesome. Was awesome. And then I'm blanking on the Starship Troopers game that Jay you just mentioned.
Helldivers.
You wanted to play. Helldivers. Helldivers 2, I didn't play Helldivers 1. Helldivers 2 was a blast. But I thought my game of the year is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So it's one of those worlds that I just want to spend time in. It's just beautiful forest.
Yeah.
It's like 15th century Bohemia. It feels like you're really in nature.
Huh.
And I've been in a lot of video game forests or wooded areas. This really feels like, with the bird calls that are coming and the light and the graphics, it feels just awesome to be there. So when I'm on a cold winter day and going out, and coming inside and getting to be outside in the summertime, awesome. And then the sword fighting. So hard at first to learn this kind of parrying and the angles and the slashes and the all these different types of sword fighting. Awesome. And you use that on these castle fights. And so it's like what I imagined when I was a kid, having a tree fort or something. It's like as these people invade your castle, and you have to run around to defend the turrets and defend the gate and pour oil on people trying to get in, drop rocks. They're trying to come in your gate, throw the ladders that are coming up on the walls. Awesome.
Where do you find such a game? What platform?
Oh, it's on everything. And it's up there for game. I think it won Game of the Year at the Game Awards. So it was just, I didn't play Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 knocked my socks off.
Huh.
just suddenly like above and beyond. And I liked DK Bonanza. I thought Indiana Jones Great Circle was fun and definitely felt like an indie thing. So, yeah, I play a lot of games, but that was my number one for the year. And then lastly, this is a show that I have not finished yet, which I typically don't do this. I usually don't pick a favorite show before I've seen the finale, but I'm loving Pluribus. Because it is from Vince Gilligan, who did Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Mm-hmm.
But he also did X-Files. And so this feels like X-Files meets Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. It is such a cool story.
So it's aliens doing meth?
It's kind of. So some stuff happens and the whole world turns into a hive mind.
Ooh.
It's like a virus, or there's a lot of details to it. And so everyone's a hive mind except for 11 people. And they all say like, hello, welcome. And they all like talk as one and all have like linked brains and stuff. But 11 people still have free will, and it like whatever they did didn't work on them. They're immune to this.
Oh.
And so seeing these 11 people deal with the hive mind to try to work with them, such a cool thought experiment. And that's like what Vince Gilligan said. He's like, oh, this kind of TV is like not a sit back kind of TV. It's like a sit forward and really like pay attention and think and like involve you. It's super funky.
So don't be scrolling through your phone during it, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just so it's so awesome.
Is that
so many great?
Is that Netflix?
No,
It's on
Apple TV.
I know.
Apple TV.
They got me with that Black Friday deal, so I signed up for Apple. I know Silo season 3 is coming out, and that's one of my favorite shows.
It's good.
So
it's good stuff.
yeah, they're crushing it. And I want to watch The Studio also on Apple TV because that one.
I haven't watched that yet. Yeah, I want to see that.
Is that Seth Rogen, right?
Yeah.
So then my honorable mentions, I watched The Lowdown, which I thought was a super cool show on FX. Yeah, that was great. And Daredevil, we didn't mention Daredevil Born Again.
Which is weird because I really liked it. Like I liked it. I thought it was a great continuation, but I also thought like it didn't necessarily like stick the landing. Like
Right.
the ending kind of left a little bit to be desired, and like I didn't necessarily like where they left the characters.
Yeah.
So that kind of like soured it a little bit, but I thought, I mean, Frank Castle, like John Bernthal he is the Punisher. There is no one else. Sorry, whoever played him in the other thing, Dolph Lundgren and that other guy, whatever his name is, I don't care. Like John Bernthal is Frank Castle. He's the Frank Castle I read in the books. Right. But yeah, Daredevil kind of like, and also like you can't even like go past Daredevil without saying, now, looking forward, and this is kind of like a teaser for the next episode. It's like if we're thinking Spider-Man, like those street level heroes,
Spider-Man.
like they had an opportunity, and I think that's why it kind of fell a little bit for me because I missed having like a little connection because New York is just such an entity when it comes to Marvel. So, but you're right. It's
a lot of heroes running around New York.
Yeah, right.
And they don't bump into each other. Yeah. Sometimes they do.
Anything else, Ian?
Yeah. And then, my last one would be Task.
That was so good.
HBO. That was good. That was super, super good.
Tom Pelphrey, that guy killed it.
Yeah.
If he does not win Best Supporting Actor I know everyone's up nominated for everything, but he is.
I love Ruffalo. Ruffalo is great too.
He was great too. But Pelphrey just like, oh my goodness. If you haven't seen Task, HBO Max, get the Disney package, whatever, pay for it. See Task. It is so good.
And watch The Lowdown also on Disney Plus. There you go.
The Lowdown.
Because Hulu and Disney Plus are all the same thing now. Perfect.
There's only like one.
And one battle after another. Which one? What platform is that on?
That one, that one I bought on like streaming stuff.
Okay.
It'll be somewhere soon.
Do we want to leave them with any thoughts about 2025 that we haven't touched on already? Again, mixed bag. Like I can't.
Question mark.
I know it was a weird year for TV. Like there were some really big highs, and I think Derrick, you're right. Superman may be the perfect comic book movie.
Yeah.
Like, and that's saying a lot considering like we have Avengers Endgame, we have the original Iron Man, right? Like, I think those Superman, like, I think its peer might be like the Tim Burton Batman or the Richard Donner Superman 2. Like, this is what we're back to. Like, if you want to like feel like what a what reading one of the books was like when you were a kid, that's what
thought
Superman
that
is, right?
Yeah, I thought that.
And that's what I was
Yeah.
hoping Fantastic Four was, and it
Yeah.
didn't quite get there.
Right. I know. I felt the same way. They cut a lot out of it. I wonder if there's a cut somewhere that had more villains and kind of expanded their world a bit.
It would be cool. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
You know, game-wise, there's a lot to play, and TV, there is so much coming up. So I think, you know,
Oh,
to be continued. If you want to learn about what's coming in 2026, you
I'm going
better
to watch Fallout right now.
right now, right
Right
now, right
I'm
now.
half watching it down right there.
Oh no. No,
All right,
watch
well-
it on the big screen.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it.
Discovering fatherhood in the next dimension.
Thanks for hanging out with us and listening to us gush all about the amazing stuff that made our 2025 a little bit better. We hope you have one or two new things that you're going to add to your watch list.
If you want to find out more about Three-Dimensional Dads, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Three-Dimensional Dads. Or email us at threedimensionaldads@gmail.com. We want to hear from you.
So on the next episode of Three-Dimensional Dads, we are flipping the script, and we're looking ahead to all the awesome stuff dropping in 2026. This will not be a mixed bag. Right here, count it right here, will not be a mixed bag. It looks like there's an embarrassment of riches, there I go saying it again, with all the content we're getting. Movies, TV, games, oh my. All this and more on the next episode of Three-Dimensional Dads.